Eventually, someone stole Lonzo's car that Dr. Dre was driving, went for a joyride in it, and probably used it either to K a hooker or to knock over a convenience store. Police found it abandoned somewhere and placed it in an impound. Dr. Dre was then picked up on another warrant. When Lonzo found out that his car was in a tow lot somewhere, possibly with blood in the trunk, he didn't want to post bail for Dr. E. There must not have been another world-class Wreckin' Crew tour coming up anytime soon.
Stop.
That kind of music was...
These disses in AI, though, sound a little extra harsh. Dog, like, what the fuck? I've never been dissed by AI.
This motherfucker got attitude. This is an AI with attitude. God damn. I mean, you think this motherfucker was human. This is the part that make it sound so convincing. First of all, the car was not stolen. I ain't never had no car. The RX-7 was not stolen. The motherfucker got repossessed. Okay, they came and got it because folks stopped paying. I paid all the car notes I could pay. I had my own car note. I had my own house note. I couldn't pay it no more. Car got repossessed, and it wasn't until they got paid till Jerry Heller came to me and paid it off and got it off my credit, got it off Dre's credit. He was trying to buy his first house. He came to me, hey man, how much is it? I co-signed for the car. I went down to the finance company that had I paid the car off, and he wanted to buy it. I went to the finance company, said I was, hey, I'm his uncle, co-signed for the car, so I'm responsible for the goddamn payments. That's the kind of dude I am, and that's why I feel I get such a fucked up rap between people not telling the whole story, and now with this AI bullshit. Come on, man. When the car got repossessed, it was gone. My credit was fucked up. His was temporarily fucked up. And when he got ready to buy his first house, Jerry Heller called me, hey, man, what about this car you got? You co-signed for Drake. Hey, man, it's like $2,000-$3,000, whatever the case may be. They paid it off. Everybody stepped into the sunset. Wasn't no car and no impound with no blood in it because it was used in a robbery or some old bullshit like that. This AI shit, this is going to make me hate AI a whole lot more. I'm already suspect of this shit, but now when you become victim of it, come on, man, this is crazy. Go ahead.
All right, we have about 30 seconds left.
Was already kind of played out by the time World-Class Wreckin' Crew began. Dre was stuck in jail for the time being, and that's how and when Eazy E came into the picture. When Lonzo Williams refused to bail Dr. Dre out of jail because Dr. Dre somehow lost Lonzo's car, I guess they wouldn't just give Lonzo his car back on the basis that it had been stolen, and he wasn't the one who'd racked up multiple traffic violations on it. Dre called Eazy E.
And while I was talking to him,
and there you go. That's when your name wasn't mentioned at all. That was your time in that AI podcast thing.
Now, it wasn't my car. That's what this AI asshole don't understand. It was Dre's car. I sold it to him.
OG Steve. Love you, brother.
Much love, OG Steve. I had nothing to do with the car at that time. I didn't know it got repossessed until shit. It showed up on my goddamn credit report. That's when I know it got repossessed. And he didn't care nothing about it because he didn't take care of it. That's when I told you, I think I told y'all when the car, he had put some banging ass sounds in there, woofers and tweeters and alpines and shit. And somebody busted the window out and took all that shit out of there. About a couple days later, he replaced all that shit, put it back in there. We at the Wiltern Theater down on Western and Wilshire. And I think it was Jinx or somebody came, hey man, it's a guy in Dre's car stealing the stereo. And the motherfucker, we walk outside, they didn't caught this dude. They didn't caught him. Homeboy, they said they caught him. He had the Alpine under his arm, like OJ running through the airport back in the day, right? And when they brought him back to the car, I'm like, wait a minute, how did he get in the car? Because the window was down. I said, why you did the window down? And somebody with a lot of money told me, oh man, I put the stereo in there, but I couldn't afford to put the window back. I said, I'm not whooping this guy's ass. I'm not doing that. It was gonna be, I'm not beating this guy's ass. You didn't buy a window, but you bought the stereo, and it was a pull out. Why you didn't pull the motherfucker out? I'm out, dude. I'm out. So hey, man, I'm the worst motherfucker in the world. I fucked over everybody. I ain't do shit right. But again, AI, fuck you. Okay. I'm not gonna be that dude for AI. All right. So yeah. I gotta defend myself from AI. Now we can talk about some other shit right now, but fuck AI. If they
we can. We can. You all riled up. I hope you got it out. I felt that energy, you had it at the beginning of the show, Hey, let me ask you a question though, Lonzo, to kind of wrap it up in a bow. But when does it become defamation of character? There's obviously lies in there. How is it worth suing people? Like how would that whole thing even go? Now that we have AI involved, it's probably even harder.
That's a good question. You have half of stories been going around for decades about everything on the West Coast, and everybody tends to make themselves out to be superheroes, and nobody spreads the credit around where the credit is due. Everybody is a superhero. Everybody walked on the water, fed the masses with a loaf of bread, all by themselves. Didn't need no help. Nobody, and anything that before that was derogatory to my story or to the story. And, and so that's why I do this podcast, That's why I got 2 documentaries right now to show you the real story from my perspective of what transpired. And nobody was bad. That's the part that really is confusing. Nobody was bad. We all were dumb. We all were unintelligent when it came to the game we were trying to play. We were playing football. We were playing professional football with high school rules or with street rules. We had no idea what we were doing. But I had the heart to give it a try. I'm not gonna tell you I was perfect by no means. I didn't learn about publishing nothing till after I got the CBS deal. I didn't know nothing about that shit. But I broke people off on a regular basis. Why would you hang with me for 3, 4, 5 years with nobody? Come on, man. Come on. So, yeah. But you don't get credit for the good things. Nobody talks about the good things that you did, about the fact that you even co-signed for somebody a car in the first place. Because I would never do that again in my life. I would never do that again. Never, ever will I co-sign for somebody again. Not gonna do it. Okay.
Hell no.
I've been asked multiple times, and I got excellent credit. I'm not going to do it because now you put yourself on the hook. If they don't do it, now you got to do it. And I made the mistake of not so much co-signing, but allowing people to be on my phone plan. When I had Nextel phones, I had like 9, 10 Nextel phones. Everybody worked for my company had a Nextel phone with the understanding I'm gonna give you your money. Shit.